and foes. I don't know. I doubt if you don't like me that you don't watch my video. So I would think. I don't know. So the fog is thick, y'all, where I'm at right now. And it's telling me I have a weak connection. I really think the fog, like, affects the satellite or something. I don't even know if that's possible. Like fog, it's just water drop. Hi guys, sorry for the lag. Apparently fog and Facebook Live don't like each other. So I'm sorry. Good morning, Kathleen. But yeah, it's foggy where I'm at. I'm in a little town in Central California. A little bit foggy. Which is weird. Like I don't understand. I don't understand why the fog affects my live stream. But maybe, I guess if it's super foggy and I can't connect, I'll just shoot a message out and then y'all can catch me on an afternoon live. I don't know. We'll just play it by ear. Thanks, Josh. I am. It's not that foggy. Like, I grew up in this, so like I can see all the lines. I can see cars coming. I can see, you know, houses, poles, like everything. So it's really not that foggy. But for some reason, Facebook Live doesn't like the fog. This is the same issue I had last week. Trying to connect, and it wouldn't connect, and I went like live for like 20 seconds when I finally got to work because I had Wi-Fi. So I don't know, it's weird, and it keeps telling me my connection's weak. So I hope that hope this works. We're gonna try. You know, what can you do? Go with the flow. I don't know. So today I was just if you read the caption, it says extroverted introverts unite, and people always flip out when I tell them that I'm kind of introverted. And people often think like an introvert means that you just keep to yourself. You don't like people, like you just want to be alone all the time. And that's not always necessarily the case. I'm extroverted in that I can talk to people. Roll the window down. Stick my head out the window too, does? Will that help? Like Ace Ventura. Oh, that's good stuff. So as an extrovert, I don't mind talking to people. I can go up to people. I don't mind asking questions. Like, I don't mind just talking to people that I don't know. It doesn't bother me at all. But the introvert in me can't do that for long periods of time. The introvert in me likes to go home, just be in my safe place, read a book. Oh yeah, to listen for cars. It's not that foggy, babe. I can see all the cars. We're good. Thanks though. So yeah, the introvert in me likes to recharge by myself. I like to, be alone, listen to music, read a book, go on the computer, like just do things by myself. Like that's the introvert in me, where I can go. And it's funny because I used to be a little more extroverted, but I also used to drink a lot and do a lot of drugs when I was younger. Sorry, Mom. Sorry guys, I'm having an inner dilemma too because I forgot my iWatch, and I wear it like every day, and so I feel weird. So I was having a dilemma as to whether or not to stop back at my house. So I'm going to do that. But anyways, so yeah, I used to be super outgoing all the time, always at parties, always everywhere, like people. I was always around people, and it was also drug and chemically induced because I did a lot of drugs and I drank a lot. But as I became sober and realized like my true self, hi guys, we're gonna take a little walk. I realized that I am much more introverted by choice, by preference than I thought I was. And people always trip out because I go live every day and I don't mind talking to people. It doesn't bother me at all. So, but then, like when it's all said and done, I'd rather go home and just like chill out and be by myself, I'm sorry, it's like dark in my house. I'm not turning all the lights on. I'm just trying to get my iWatch. Ooh, and my alarm's going off. See? People don't realize I live off alarms. Hold on 2 seconds. I'm going to put you like on my ceiling for a second so I can put my watch on here. This is like important stuff, you guys. putting on my watch is like so important. You have no idea. You know, like those one things you just can't live without, like you feel naked without it? That's like my watch. Also my wedding ring. I never take that off. I don't have it on today. It's at the jeweler, getting cleaned, polished, and primed up, all pretty. So I don't have it today. Weird. Let me tell you, I'm having like phantom itch. Let me try and hook this back here. There you go. Hi, friends. Okay. And I'm having a weird connection. So again, if it pops on and off, I'm so sorry, guys. The fog, Facebook Live, they're not loving each other today. You're the same way with your hoops. Yeah, just some things you like feel weird without. That's my watch and my wedding ring for sure. Yeah, Kathleen, exactly. Just things you can't go without. But back to the extrovert introvert thing. So the reason I wanted to talk about this is because Facebook Live, y'all, it's messing up today. But the reason I want to talk about being an extrovert or an introvert or a mixture of both is because it's important to know who you are. Like, I'm extroverted that I can talk to people. I go live every day. Like, it doesn't really bother me to be live because I'm in control of it. I can, like, you know, stop it whenever I want. I can delete it. I can cancel it, whatever. So, like, talking to people and things like that don't bother me as the extroverted part of me. But the introvert in me would much rather, like, go back home and sit and, like, do my own thing. And, like, I recharge, you know, very good by myself. Like, I could sit on the couch by myself, read a book for hours and be completely content. Like, I don't have to always be surrounded by people. And that came from a lot of, like, self-searching. Because when I was younger, my mom would vouch for this, I, like, could not stand to be alone. Because, you know, when you're alone, like, things get real. Like, you have to deal with your own issues when you're alone. You know, you have to, you know what I mean? So I would constantly surround myself with people, and I wouldn't let myself grow and, like, get through things because I was scared to feel stuff, you know? I don't really know where that was going, but yeah. So what are you guys? Are you guys all extroverts? Are you introverts? Are you an extroverted introvert like me? Who are you? Who are you? Let's get deep today, guys. It's Tuesday. I feel like we should get all emotionally deep. I know I'm a goofball. But I'm curious because I don't think I'm alone in this. So what are you? Are you an extrovert? Do you just thrive on being around people? Are you introverted where you just prefer to be, you know, by yourself or with a few, you know, really close people? Or are you like a mixture of both? You can go out and do the crowds and the groups and the people, but then after a certain period of time, you're like, okay, I need to go home by myself and recharge. Like, what are you? Introvert mostly, Kathleen. Okay. And there's nothing wrong with that. Like, what is your favorite thing to do when you're, like, solo or with a small group of people? Like, do you like to read? Would you, you know, like, what is your thing? I'm just curious. Like, one of my introvert things is my workouts. That's like, I need to do that by myself. Like, I need to just go and do it and, like, focus on myself and, like, recharge, right? It's the full moon. Depending on your mood, you're both, okay? I'm both people around. I also enjoy being by myself. Yeah. I'm just checking comments. Okay, Benny. And why do you push, like, what? When you say you push yourself to be around people, like, what do you mean? Like, why don't you like to be around people? What is it? Like the interaction? Is it just overwhelming? Like, I'm just curious. Read and TV. I'm not a big TV fan. Like, my husband always gets mad at me. We'll be sitting there. He has his shows he likes to watch. And we'll be sitting there on the couch, and I'm not watching TV. I'm usually, like, I'll play a game on my phone, or I'll bring my book and I'll read my book, or I'll get on my laptop and do some work or something. Like, I don't like to watch TV. It gets boring. But, yeah. I'm a little bit of both. Totally extroverted introvert. People always, when I say that I'm an introvert, they're like, no, you're not. I'm like, yeah, I am. Like, people often think when you hear the word introvert, you automatically think, like, do you remember maybe like in school, like grade school or high school or college, whatever, and you always had that one friend, or maybe they weren't even your friend, but that one kid in school where maybe you thought they were a little weird because they were always by themselves. They always had a book at recess, reading by themselves, like they were always by themselves. And that's what people always think, oh, that's an introvert. They're really quiet. They never talk to anybody. They're always by themselves. They'd rather read a book than talk to people. And that is introverted too, but not all introverts are like that. I love your comment, the enthusiasm, but I don't really see how it fits into our conversation. So I totally love to be by myself. That's where I recharge. That's where I feel like I can grow mentally, get some sanity. But I like to be around people too. I like to go, to concerts, and I like to hang out with people and talk and laugh and have barbecues and go dancing and the extroverted things. I love to do that. Yeah, Courtney, definitely. Negativity, I feel like is a common theme lately. And not just within the last week, because everybody's like, oh, it's because of the elections. No, not everything is because of the elections, y'all. Negativity, I think that it's easier to find negative things. Sometimes it is if I told you, tell me something you don't like about yourself, a lot of people would be like, boom, here you go, this is it. But if I said, tell me 3 things that you love about yourself, that's harder for people to do because we don't see the positive first. I don't know why. Maybe it's the way as humans our brains are wired that way. I don't know why. And so when people tell me oh, you're so positive all the time, how do you do it? I fight to do it. I work hard at being positive because I feel better. Right? When I do my when I go into my introverted ways, the negative can take over sometimes. And that's when depression hits. That's when you get sunk into those feelings. So trying to learn to adjust to that and get out of your negative, it's hard, but it's a daily practice. Set a reminder on your phone, be positive. Whatever you need to do. Oh my God, you guys, I don't know what. Even yesterday too, you guys remember my nose was super itchy. Anyways, so yeah, I work hard every day to find the positive because I battle depression and I battle anxiety, and I know what it feels like to overthink everything, and that I think is partly the introvert in me, because an extrovert I feel doesn't necessarily overthink stuff. They're just go with the flow, do whatever, and I can do that. But I have my introvert ways where when I'm by myself, sometimes I start thinking oh, this and that, and the negative, starts to circle in my head a little bit more. So you have to fight. You have to fight to be that positive person. You have to fight to be better, right? I'm going to check some comments, guys, in just a minute. I am almost to work. Yay. So I could sit and just read comments and chat with you guys for a sec. I enjoy being alone, but I have friends, family that like my company. I enjoy my time when it's a small crowd. Overwhelmed by big. Okay, you know what? I feel that's pretty common. That's a common feeling. Aw, thanks, Courtney. You're so sweet. I love, so I used to watch this live feed from this guy who's kind of motivational, I guess you could say. He just kind of would talk, kind of like this, he would just talk about whatever, throw in some knowledge here and there and some motivations, funny stories, whatever. And I really enjoyed it, and he stopped doing it. And I got kind of bummed. I was like, man, this guy's not here, and I looked forward to watching him. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna just do that because I like talking to people and I like that interaction and being able to chat and laugh and go from one topic to another and have neither topic like match up. Like, why not? Aw, Kathleen, thank you. You're so sweet, you guys. See, like this, I love talking and interacting with you guys because you guys make my day. You guys do. Like, it's people, a couple of my friends, so I have friends that are coaches just like me, and they're like, oh, like, kudos to you for going live every day. And I don't, maybe it's just because it's easy for me. Like, I don't see it as a big deal because I like to talk to you guys. Now, I couldn't do this for long periods of time because the introvert in me starts to freak out after a little while. Like, do they think I'm weird? Am I talking about the right things? Like, that's the introvert in me. But the extrovert is like, it's cool. Who cares? Have fun. Like, let's just chat, So, like, maybe I have multiple personalities. It's totally possible, right? I think everybody has a little bit multiple personalities, like to a safe extent, not like the voices in my head tell me to do things, not that like, crazy kind of stuff. Just a little bit of multiple personalities going on. Why not? It's fun. Okay, I'm gonna park, guys. We're gonna chat for a minute, and then I'm gonna go to work. I'm gonna do the job. Okay, let's see. At work, when it feels blah or negative, I go on YouTube and listen to an inspirational talk. It really helps. Yeah, totally. I do that too. I have like a playlist that just motivation. I listen to a lot of Tony Robbins. I like him. He's like, I don't love everything about him, but he has some good. Hi guys. He has some good some motivation. I like real talk. Like, I'm into tell it like it is. No bullshitting around it. Just be honest. Just tell me the truth. Just let's talk real. Like, I like that kind. And I feel like Tony Robbins does that. I listen to some Jim Rohn. I can't think of that broad's name that I listen to right now. I say broad a lot. That could be offensive, huh? I guess. Broad. That broad. Yeah, we're getting like a little off topic, but that's okay, right? We could talk about whatever. Oh, I feel so naked without my wedding ring, guys. It's funny, like, I was showing my jeweler friend, my finger, like, dips in right here because I never take my wedding ring off. And when I got to the jeweler yesterday, the jeweler who actually, like, checks the diamonds and, like, cleans them and does the flash so it looks, like, brand new and all that, had left for the day. So they're like, oh, you could leave it overnight and pick it up tomorrow. And I was like, oh, okay. And I don't usually do that. Usually when I go, they're there and they just get it done. Maybe they're like 30 minutes tops, and I leave and done. So I feel so weird without it. But yeah, that makes me think of a topic. So like, how the thing, diamonds are a girl's best